So today we will be working on LVM, which is a disk management tool. It's physical disks or hard drives, SDA, SDB, SDBC, and turns them into physical volumes. From physical volumes, it goes into a volume group, and from a volume group, it goes to logical volumes. You would use these with commands such as vgcreate, lvcreate. I think I said vgcreate already, but yeah, you would use those certain commands. After that, you will format it using either ext4 or xfs. From there, you will mount it in the fstab file. So let's get started. Like I said, let's start off. We can start off by checking the. Oh, why is there space between? But we can start off by checking the hard to see if we have a hard drive that hasn't been formatted, or so we have one. Okay, so SDB, it has 50 gigabytes on there. See, it doesn't have a type yet, so it still says this. You see how this one says LVM, this one is, they are partitions. So let's create a volume group or a logical volume. So let's start off by turning SDB into a physical volume group using pvcreate. If you want to put it in the dev directory because it's the device, SDB. Hold on. So you see that it wasn't allowing me to run root privilege commands because I was in like a user I created, which I need to give him root privileges, but I just sudo -I into my root. So let's try it again. So we had successfully created a physical volume. Next is creating a volume group. We will be using vgcreate. SDB. Check that using VGS. If you look and see, it tells you we created a physical value for it, a physical volume for it. Volume group is VG1. You see it? The size is still 50. The free size is still 50. Now let's create a logical volume for it using lvcreate. Vcreate -L. This is for the size. So let's say it's it's 50 gigabytes on there. Let's take 10 gigabytes from it and add it into the logical value. So 10 gigabytes. You have to specify it. -N, which is for the name of what you want your logical value to be called. We'll just call it LV. Tell them where it's coming from, which is the volume group name, VG1. See, logical volume group is created. Let's do LVS to check. If you look and see, it says LV1 is the logical volume, VG is the VG1 is the volume group name. The size is 10 gigabytes. Now let's make a directory for mount, and let's call it /data. Let's just call it data. Let's make a host system. We're going to use XXS. Yeah. So it's done. Let's go into the fstab. It's out here. You see, it shows you everything that you have mounted already in here. So let's go down. You hit escape. You hit I. Do dev. Mount data. With the file type here, XFS default 0 0. Done. Hit escape. Semicolon WQ exclamation point, and you're back on the command line. From though you will mount it in the fstab file. If you want to mount it for like reboot, so when it boots up, it's there automatically. But if you want to just mount it, you can use. Let's do mount LV1. Now let's check. Let's be okay. Okay. And if you look, VG1, LV1 is under the SDB hard disk. It has 10 gigabytes. It has a type which is an LVM, and the mount point is mount/data. So that's how you. So if you want to extend, the storage, type VGS, and you check and see how much available free storage you have. Which we took 10 out of, which was the full size was 50. You took 10. Now what you would do is type lvextend R L, remember for the size, 2 plus, say, another 5 gigabytes, 5 GB there. LV1. It says successfully resized. And how you would check to see if it was added, type LVS, and it says 15 gigabytes now. And if you want to check it again, the VGS, see now it says you have 35 free gigabytes. So that's how So we created the LVM. We put it in that CFS tab file for when you wanted to load up and be mounted when it's booting up. We extended the logical value. We gave it a file system